Got the beautiful Miss V on them vocals. Calligraph Jones in the place. Rabbit. Teamwork. Let's get it.
From outer space, out of this world, we come in peace, tell your master all. We are taking over this place right now. But bring your crew, you can let them know. We in town, they should dress up for the show. We are bringing down this town tonight, oh. In an African party, we stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali mpono juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
Imagine, hivyo ndo muingianga kwa klabu. Haujasikia tunakula life na adabu na masela sela. Wana hela umenijazika hiu. Mase hela ni jui basi tela ni king kaka. King of Zamunda, tuko ndani na tumedunga. Kaka clothing we bado mtumba. Mina manager tuko tight anajua mini spend thrift. Meza drinks nimezipanga kama Tetris.
In an African party, we stomp our feet on the ground. We raise our hands in the air and say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madeni na machali tu. Usijali hali mpono juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
Bro, check it. Yow, I go like boom, 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 boom. Mikono kwa hewa nikifika tu kwa boom, 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 boom. As I be rolling when I be the cruise, so boom, boom, get out the way. I'm feeling like money today. I'm here to pour it up all over the club, I'm willing to pay, so that's how I plan to go and tap it. Hey y'all, fee what up, let's make it happen. I'm here to get it crackin'. Shorties are telling me that I'm attractive, cause they be feeling the swag, I'm classic. Call me Papa Jones, and that's it. That's it. I'm on.
Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali mpono juu. Luka, leo hatulali jo. Dunda, asubuhi mpaka kesho jo. Washanare madem na machali tu. Usijali hali mikono juu.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
See, it's just my opinion. Usiku nitalala. Put my phone on my pillow. Na kifo nishafanya. Ya jirani tuseme. Na ya kwetu yafichwe. Twende kwake Timasta. Tunywe chai mchana. Power of life and death is in the town. Hide my identity, haifichi your heart. Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, 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 Mungu nifunze kunyamaza. hutamani kulia, yakienda kushoto, msalaba dunia, sisi sote twabeba. Who are you gonna run to when they don't wanna see you? Juma neno ni sumu, wengi imehukumu. Power of life and death is in your tongue. Hide my identity, haifichi your heart. Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, 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 Mungu nifunze. Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, twaumizana. Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, Mungu nifunze kunyamaza, kunyamaza.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mungu nifunze kunyamaza. That is Fee. It's playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show on this very chilly, I would have to say that unfortunately, Wednesday morning. It is the 10th of September. Karibu sana. Thank you so much for taking your time to rise and shine with us on the Power Morning Drive Show. Again, with me, your host, Wanyoike. Remember, you can get in touch with us on our social media handles. We are Power Radio across all socials. You can find us also on our YouTube channel, that is PAWA Radio. Kindly subscribe there. Hit on that notification bell so that whenever we are live, you're definitely going to be the first in the know. You can also find us on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. And you can text in, call in, or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp line. That is 0748379231. And I think it would be an awesome time to spend the morning with you. We are doing this all the way from 8 till 10 in the a.m. So let me just give you what to expect on this morning's show. Of course, I start off with the day's traffic updates. I need to get you to work and I need to let you know which routes to go to and which ones you should avoid at all means. And then we will get into what has been making the headlines, both locally and across the world as well. As you've seen what has been happening in Nepal, they are in the middle of a revolution, and we as Kenyans are super excited to have sort of set a precedence for that. So we will definitely be having that conversation then. And then I am joined by Mr. Fred Mokua alongside Joseph Nestone. We are going to be having a very pertinent conversation about voter registration in Kenya. Now, the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission has set out for the voter registration to roll out from the 29th of September. This has been not with its own fair share of challenges, you know, voter registration, biometrics, all that systems that have been happening within the IEBC, and not just the voter registration alone, but we are going to be having a conversation that assesses the systems around electioneering in Kenya. What does that portend, especially as we gear up towards the general elections in 2027? What kind of precedents are we having to grapple with? So stick around as we have that conversation with my two guests who are already here, but they will be coming shortly after I give you the day's traffic updates. And so off we go. Let me see what's happening in Nairobi? Major streets, and start off, of course, with the high and mighty Thika Super Highway. As usually is always dramatic over there. The traffic today starts from KCA University as you go towards town. Things are looking bumper to bumper on that front. I can also see the same situation is happening along Kiambu Road. Today, traffic actually starts from Quickmart, Thindigo, as you make your way towards the Ridgeways Mall. And then shortly after, there's a little bit of a snarl up as you make your way towards the Kiambu, the DCI headquarters as you make your way towards the Muthaiga Square, Nairobi. Let me see what's happening along Limuru Road. It's also the same situation. The spillover actually starts from Red Hill Road as you make your way from the Gashie into Village Market down towards Karura Forest Gate A. There's a little bit of a snarl up there on Limuru Road. I can also see that Lower Kabete Road and Peponi Road is also looking quite similar this morning. For Peponi today looks quite busy. The situation is from Ankole Grill as you make your way down towards the Amaika restaurant all the way towards the Westgate shopping mall. Things are looking bumper to bumper on your front as well. Lower Kabete Road kumeshikana pia. Zen Garden, that's where the madness starts and it continues all the way down towards the Spring Valley Police Station as well. Let me see what's happening on the other side of the road. James Gishuru Road hakupitiki. Absolute madness. It's chaos this morning, especially as you go from the ABC place down towards Lavington Mall. It's absolutely bumper to bumper. The same situation also happening along Olengruone Avenue as you make your way also towards that intersection that goes towards James Gishuru Road. It's absolute madness as well. Wanyoike Way, not looking too shabby. There's just a little bit of a snarl up as you make your way towards the Westgate. I mean, not Westgate, the mall, the Westlands area. But it soon clears out after that. Let's go on to the other side of the road now. We look at Ngong Road. And Ngong Road kuko bumper to bumper. Kwanza traffic actually starts from just shortly after Naivas Supermarket rerouter on Naivasha Road. And then as you make your way towards the Junction Mall into that front of Prestige, absolute nightmare this morning. Langata Road is no better. Raila Odinga Way is also not better today. Traffic starts all the way from Wilson Airport down towards the Kenyatta roundabout as well. Let me see what's happening on Mombasa Road. It's also looking the same today. Traffic starts all the way from the Capital Center as you make your way towards the Nairobi West Hospital area on that front. Cabana Squatte, absolute nightmare this morning. The Eastern Bypass is looking like mayhem. Oh my goodness, guys. If you can find an alternative route, watu wa Embakasi, watu wa Eastern Bypass, please make your way to that alternative route. But if you're in it, well, there's nothing much that you can do but to brave that traffic. But in case where you are, I've not mentioned it and you might want us to have an update of what's going on that area, kindly tell us on our social media handles. As I've said, it's Power Radio on all platforms. Please use the hashtag Power Morning Drive. We will take a quick breather now, and then when we come back, my guests, as I said, are already in studio, and we are going to delve into some of the news headlines that have been making the rounds both locally and internationally. This is the Power Morning Drive. Keep it right here on Power Radio. We'll be back shortly after this.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Mighty fingers.
Jazz.
I make mountains out of molehills, and it can be quite the scene. Think about how far I've come and my life looking greater than it's ever been. If I could eat my pie in the sky, it would be just my thing. Sipping on my champagne and my life looking greater than it's ever been. My life life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. I don't know about my haters, but they should know about me. Keep me humble though, God. My life looking greater than it's ever been. I overflow flavor. My pockets are full of green. Even on my worst day, my life looking greater than it's ever been. Woo! My life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? You must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high, and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. They say you must be an African. They say you must be Africa's son. You must be an African. You're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back. If you're jealous, don't hold me back. Jealous, don't hold me, no, no, no. If you're jealous, don't hold me back. I'm saying, please don't jealous me. Please don't jealous me. I'm singing, please don't jealous me. Please don't jealous me. I'm singing, please don't jealous me. If you're jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me, jealous, don't hold me back.
All them girls, wanna big up yourself in a dancing party. This one is original MC Mari King Kong. Wanna big up. Them love him, them love him, them love him. For real. Them call him Ladies' Choice, them love him. And them sugar. Them love him, them love him, them love him. She's on the regal, I'm saying. Them call him Ladies' Choice, them love him. Lord of mercy. They look so nice. They look nice on and on. Again. When they walk, it feels so good. I'm in love with them girls in the world. And when they smile, he's in the mood. She's only with purity. Cause they are the ladies who really want. One more time. Yes, cause they are the ladies who really want. She's a little girl when a baby jump around town. Cause I really tell them my baby give a love. And a baby come around town and give me little love. Regional King Kong gonna run things. All of them are pretty girls, give me some love. Cause I really tell them baby jump around town. And this a reggae time and a baby come again. Give me little love and baby jump around. Cause I really tell them my baby come around town. Original King Kong give me some love. What them call me, what's in me name? K-I-N-G original King. When I K-O-N-G original Kong. All of them are girls when I'm making the feel. And at this a reggae time when I baby shake your bums. Cause I really tell them baby come again. Again. Them love him, them love him, them love him. Selassie. Them call him Ladies' Choice, them love him. And the girls. Them love him, them love him, them love him. Them cool. Them call him Ladies' Choice, them love him. Them a booty, 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 booty in the one. They look so nice. They look nice on and long. A little bit dance. When they walk, it feels so good. Reggae time. Original King Kong gonna run things. Cause I really tell them, my baby give me love. And a one time, when a two time, when a three time. No more, no two, no three, no one, no biggie, 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 biggie. Let me say, when a girl come around, when I give me some love. Cause I really don't wanna baby give me love. Cause I really tell them, mama come again. It's a dancing time, not dancing party. Cause I really show them, my baby give me party. This a reggae time, man, a baby shake your palms. Cause I really tell them, original king gonna run to the one. Cause I really tell them, baby give me love. This original gonna make them feel reggae time coming, making the fire. Girl, them girls sing along. Them love him, them love him, them love him. Kenyan girls, them call him Lady's Choice, them love him. Ugandan girls, them love him, them love him, them love him. Tanzanian girls, them call him Lady's Choice, them love him. Surrey Georgie, them love him, them love him, them love him. Papa Belton, them call him Lady's Choice, them love him. Mighty King Kong, them love him, them love him, them love him. And them got sugar, them call him Lady's Choice, them love him. She's only real wine. Them love him, them love him, them love him. I'ma give them love. Them call him Lady's Choice, them love him. Woman, woman, them love him, them love him, them love him. For real, them call him Lady's Choice, them love him.
They call me Chris to the cantata. They call me Chris to the cantata. That's why they call me. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. That's why they call me. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Yo, they say it's hard to compose a rhyme. I say you out of your mind or you full of lies. Then again, you could be the slow kind. I don't see how lyrics don't hypnotize. Why lie? The season has transformed. You got reason to be bored, so now you want more. I'ma serve you flavor that you can't afford. The bill about to get placed on your tempo. So don't even try to resist. Look at yourself bumping to the beat. Get up and get down with a G-twist. Forget the hater cause the fool's not on the list. Dig this, we came and we took over. Got the keys to the ride and we're not sober. We made an oath that we ain't gonna ride for you. So now it's hip-hop, ride us to the border. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. That's why they call me. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. They're taking over my head, dog, they on a hustle. I'm taking over their bread, dog, I'm on a muscle. Try to be cool, but I gotta mumble. Better yet, after that, there's a big tussle. Quit them tears, boy. Dry your eyes, see the G going cheers, boy. Don't be mad, cause I say that you weird, boy. You kinda scared, so I see that fear, boy. Meditating on a cute shorty. Lean body, mean thighs like the chick bought it. I said real tight like they all assorted. If she arrested my ass, then she got a warrant. I'm a legend in the living, and that's that. I grab objects of vices you can't touch. Read all comprehension is too much. I know where's these words that bring the rap. Let's go. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Glad that you stopped by. Who are you? What's your business? Bye-bye. I hate people that think that I'm on a rise. Yet and still I'm the steel that will not fly. Ask why? I got this even better. On this planet I teach you before the cheddar. What I compose gets better by the day's weather. That's why they call me Chris to the cantata. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Huni nani chi, huni kantai hajali chi, huni mtu mkali chi, tuliza moto kufani chi. Yo,
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Oh. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tuko tao, CBD kwa penthouse. Wanadhani CBD ni guesswork, lakini jua bidii tunazoza. Na ni magrami tundo tunangoja. Donjo maber, kwa mdomo ni kuber. Na doba Johnny Mwaki ukipenda email. Napendwa na mapeng, na wote Johnny 10. Nikikusalimia unanijibu tu maber. Napenda vile magala wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile mamanzi wamekuja wameiva. Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Whoa. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe.
Makwela na majaji wanazitoka. Stare ubamba sana baada ya mboka. Masanse watiaji tunawatoka. Salamu wanga moja na ni top shota. But originally, ofla wanga mkali. Ninasumbuka town baka mashinani. Kolabo na iani, ande mtaani. Wakiuliza wambie tuko CBD ndani. Napenda vile madem wamekuja wamebeba. Napenda vile makwela wamekuja wameiva.
Ikibamba sana basi pull it up. Selector cheza doba once from the top. Whoa. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Tunisha speaker, we mash it up. Fire, we light it up. Oh. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe. Dojo mabe, dojo mabe, dojo mabe.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That is Iyani with Donjo Maber alongside Doflo, and it's playing right here on Power Radio. This is a Power Morning Drive Show. My name is Wanyoike, and I am your host. Again, let me just run you through some of our platforms that you can get in touch with us. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can also find us on our website, www.power254.org/Power Radio. You can also find us on our YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit on that notification bell. We are on PAWA Radio, that is Power Radio. And we're also streaming across X or Twitter, whichever floats your boat. Call it whatever you want to call it. And also on our Facebook channel as well. You can at me directly at the Wanyoike if you want to bongesha me story, or text in, call in live, or send us a voice note on 0748-379-231 to set the ball rolling. All right. As I promised you earlier, I have two guests with me in studio, and I'm pretty excited to be engaging them on our conversation today. Much later, we have a conversation today about voter registration in Kenya. We're going to be looking at the precedent that we are currently facing right now. As you know, the IEBC has set out to continue the rollout of voter registration come the 29th of September. But we have to talk about what does that portend for us, the voter, the Kenyan voter, as well as we gear up towards the 2027 election. But to just kind of take stock of how voter registration is done in this country, look at the accountability matrix and the mechanisms in place for us to have that conversation. So I'm quite delighted to be joined by two distinguished gentlemen, and I will allow them to introduce themselves right now. It's so good to have you. It's so good to see you this morning. I start with the gentleman on my immediate left. Do you introduce and tell the people what you are about in just a little, some few words? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Anne. And also thank you for giving me a chance to be in this radio.
Sure.
Yeah, my name is Fred Mokua. I'm a trained and certified voter educator. And also I've also served as an election observer. And recently I'm also certified mediator.
Yeah.
So we used to do campaign on election Bila Noma campaign. And I've been trained under USPAC and certified. I have a certificate from IEBC.
Right.
So that is mostly my field. And also I'm in academia. I'm a physicist by profession. Yeah.
All right. Sawa, it's good to have you here. Yes, and the gentleman on my far left.
All right, great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anne, for
Yes.
having us today.
Sure.
My name is Nestone Joseph. I'm a tutor. I'm a politician.
Yes.
Big position. I vied for MC in 2022,
Nice.
but that just postponed my victory.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm
You're
also-
very diplomatic about it. Postponed it.
I postponed
We
my
cannot
victory.
concede defeat. Never.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's in that capacity, and I'm
Yeah.
a Kenyan, a nationalist,
Yeah.
and somebody who wants to see Kenya get to a greater place.
Right.
Yeah.
Where did you vie?
In the Root Award
Awesome.
in 2022.
Ah.
Yes, as an MCA.
Are you coming back to the ballot in 2027?
I think the people want me to become an MP, but
Okay.
I told them we will deliberate and discuss.
They
Yeah.
say we are not going to agonize, we are organizing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. So that's Mr. Fred and Mheshimiwa Nestone there. We're going to be having that conversation much later on as we look at electioneering in Kenya and voter registration and everything in between. But before we get into that conversation, for our news updates today, let's go all the way to Nepal. And Nepal, in more ways than one, have something similar in common with Kenya. This week, they occupied parliament and they burnt down parliament because the Gen Zs are tired of bad governance, and they started on a rampage for anti-corruption protests as well, which also led to the burning of parliament. Indeed, like while you occupy properly, which also we saw some very exciting, I should not say exciting on air, but well, it's exciting to see them beating their finance minister. I don't know whether I should be saying this on air, but and then shortly after that, of course, the Prime Minister of Nepal resigned because of the mounting pressure from the Gen Zs there. So as we look at this, we just came out of our own sort of revolution in 2024 as the Gen Z protest took root, and it's like we are seeing a continuing uprising from young people towards holding their governments accountable. So Fred Mokua, let me start with you. What do you make of this, and are we going to be seeing more of this kind of Gen Z-led, young youth-led uprisings and revolutions?
The race of Gen Z and maybe the alpha, it is we are breaking the generation curse, where we are now becoming more informed, and we are holding the government accountable. So our parents used to give up and see things as normal. They keep on repeating. So we have been having the same disease. So we want to do away with that. And if they don't take action themselves, we will show them how to take action.
Right.
That's why you see, as Kenya, we have been pioneering in that, and now other countries are copying from that. Yeah.
Right. Nestone, when you look at this, does that make you have some reservations? Do you think it's going to count for anything substantial?
I mean, most of the people are surprised, but Gen Zs are not surprised. I think this is something probably Nepal people were getting from Kenya. They were reading from our blueprint of what you already created, because there's no room for bad governance. And I think whatever the guys from Nepal did was now something that as a world we need to be able to look at. Like, are we able to see people getting corrupt? And I mean, actually, so the finance minister was beaten thoroughly there because people are not ready for bad governance. That's why even what is happening in Kenya today, they want to be able to extend the term limits. let me tell you, the young people are very vibrant. They're already conversation in the mashinani talking about why do we have people wanting to extend their terms. Imagine that thing is not yet even in parliament, but then guys are already speaking about it. Hey, do you think these guys should extend their term? Do you think guys should extend their term? Because now it matters the most. I think they've been saying a lot of times that the world is now moving very fast.
Yes.
Probably a bit faster than how it was the other day.
Right.
So we want our future to be like tamed. We want our future to have its own capacity. So if somebody is going to destroy that future, then you're not going to allow that. And I think even other countries that have bad governance, is it Uganda, they are going to have an uprising of young people to be able to make the change that they want to see.
Right. So we are going to see more of this according to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but there's always an issue of substantial outcomes for sure. Yes, muneza choma parliament, but does that mean that the systems and structures that you're fighting for will come down eventually?
Do you want to take that, Fred? But okay, go ahead.
So to me,
yeah,
that is just sending a signal to them so that they become more cautious on their in the next move and what they do. So there'll be more accountability. And Gen Z, we still have a lot of time and laxity to do that. And most of us have been heartbroken by the outgoing in terms of unemployment. We have invested so much time in education and we are still unemployed, so we are idle. And the only thing we can do is only bringing change to the society,
right?
So that we can also be observed in the future. If we continue sitting and being promised by leaders that we are the leaders of tomorrow, it will continue like that, and then we'll die poor, and poverty will kill us, stress and depression. So we are now out of the comfort zone.
Right.
And we are on the front line fighting for our own. In the future, maybe we might not benefit in that, but it might be noticed in the future when we are out, or some of us who will be fighting, maybe we might be faced out on the way. But the people who will come later, they'll enjoy that fruit. And the same way the other revolution happened in 90s.
Yeah.
So with the time it became to in realization. So we need to reform that revolution because it happened in 90s. Now we are in 21st century and beyond. Now we need to do things as current it is. We're not the leaders of tomorrow.
Tomorrow is already today.
We are the leaders of yesterday.
Yeah.
So we are a bit behind the schedule in terms of how we shall execute
Sure. Awesome.
And I mean, like, with corruption, if you're going to have corruption in this country, then you're not going to have a country in the future, just like Freddie said. Because I realize with good governance, there's a future to look at. Recently in the morning, we just listened to something. And the president himself, president of the country, was talking about Ethiopia. Ethiopia has been able to raise $5 billion domestically. They've not taken any loan.
Wow.
They've not taken any loan to do this. Us, we're taking even loan to build a stadium.
Seriously.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like, it's a crazy country.
Yeah.
So if we can be able to have good governance, and I was even wondering why our president was quoting the president or the prime minister of Ethiopia. Well, he should be doing that himself.
Right.
Now we want to be borrowing electricity from Ethiopia. They're already supplying us the electricity, but we want to now take more from them. So it doesn't make sense. And you can be able to see bad governance vis-a-vis good governance. Yeah. There's development. There's no external borrowing. There's no like a lot of borrowing. We live by our means. Can you be able to trace this? And what they've built is actually the biggest in Africa.
Sure.
Amazing.
This country will go to the dogs if we do not take it by the
Then the
horns.
funny thing,
they
are, let's say they are SGR. I was there some times back, and they charge per kilometer. And I travel like a place from here to Thika.
Okay.
And I paid 18 shillings Kenyan.
18 bob.
18 bob.
We should all move to Addis, please. Wow.
And remember,
the systems are working. And they're still
Remember,
in 2018. They've not yet caught up. And they were ushering the new year today.
They should be ushering the new year this time.
This time around. My goodness, it's absolute madness. But coming back home, it's quite sad, this next story here of an assassination of the former tribunal chair lawyer, very renowned Nairobi lawyer Chalombobu, who was gunned down along the Langata Karen on his way, I think, home or whatever, but it was on his way along Langata Road. And, this is the second of its kind in 4 months, at least. Second assassination of a high-profile citizen, by gunfire as well, following the shooting of the former Kasipu member of parliament, Ongondo Were. Again, we are continuously looking at a country where accountability, because I've not had anyone being held accountable for the killing. I mean, I don't even know where that story ended. We just saw some faces being tried in court, but that's the end of the story. And now comes this lawyer. Are we safe? If high-ranking citizens are not even safe, what about us? What do you have to say to this, Fred?
To my honest opinion, is like there's nothing you can do in Kenya without the government knowing. And they have even the CCTV camera all across Langata Road. Even along where he was killed, there's a CCTV there. So if there's accountability, it won't take even an hour to trace the guy who did the shooting. So it is maybe the laxity in the government part, but we might not know what is the motive behind that. But the government should speak what it stands for.
Could this be political, Nestone?
I mean, first of all, probably just send condolences to the family. I mean, it's not we wish a death for anyone. It could be political. He was a lawyer who was very outspoken in matters politics. He was a close ally of Uhuru Kenyatta, so the former president. So you can imagine the enemies that he's already kept along the way. Of course, Robert Greene talks about never offend anyone who is ideally above you, law number 19. So I don't know. I hope it's not political. But if it is, then we are coming to a very bad situation in this country where nobody's safe in this country. So if big people like that, lawyers who probably are protected, lawyers who are actually in the law, they want to defend us. So who is going to defend the common mananchi?
Right.
And that speaks to the insecurity that we are now currently having in Nairobi.
Right.
I don't know, there is people in CBD, people are not quite safe. And now just hearing killings. In 4 months, we're having 2 assassinations of big political leaders. And probably those are just the assassinations that we know about.
The reported ones.
There are people who are being killed left, right, center, and we are not able to. That my quest would probably be to DCI, the guys in the organs of security bodies. Just like Fred is saying, there's CCTV there. There are cases that should not be able to take this long to be able to solve. We want to see these people in books. Because you actually realize that just a few gangs who can be able to do that. You might even probably find that the person who killed Ongondowere is still connected to the same guy who attacked this guy. So what are we doing as a country to be able to ensure that each particular Kenyan is safe?
Right.
Kenya was a very peaceful country. In fact, people actually flee from their countries to come and hide in Kenya.
True.
Right now, Kenyans want to flee from Kenya because they are not safe. Then you see, it doesn't make sense. So the family of that guy right now, we just want to extend grace to them. We hope that they'll find comfort in this. We don't even know if they are safe themselves because they might speak something that will also spark, something.
Something
and if this guy had probably secrets that would be able to reveal some of the things. He also probably has left something in his house or told his family members that we don't know. We don't know. So it's very unfortunate.
Sure.
And it's a very sad time for this country.
It is, and I mean it's quite saddening that this cabinet secretary Murkomen is on about uniform reforms. I mean, he should be doing a lot for our interior security, but he's giving us maternity uniform reforms. Really, we need to reassess and just redirect our trajectory as this country. But as we continue, let me take in some comments that I can see happening here live. Shout out to DJ CJ Kenya. He's saying, good morning, good people. Josh Ngetich is saying, man's like Fred, fire 100%. Umelipa watu wewe. Umelipa watu. Umewalipa pesa ngapi? Umetenga ngapi?
Tenga mafans.
Yeah, ametenga mafans. All right, thank you so much, Josh Ngetich and DJ CJ. Keep those comments coming in. We will be sure to catch them. And also, if you have any questions for our two illustrious guests, please shoot us as we now slowly transition into our conversation this morning. Quickly now, let's get into it. Just right off the bat. So voter registration in Kenya, a huge hot button area. The IEBC has been in Kenya's back books for, I don't know, for however long, because of issues of accountability. You know, whenever we hear of something that the IEBC is doing as Kenyans, we always have misgivings. And so we are going to get a little bit much into that conversation. But let me start with you, Fred. You did say you are an election observer, and also you've done some extensive work as a mediator. So as it stands right now, do you think that our voter, just how we go about electioneering and whether it's voter registration and everything in between, is something substantial? What are some of the what can you tell us as an insider?
According to what I know now, we are way behind what is supposed to be done. Remember, immediately after election, the first month on November 2022, we were supposed to do boundary review. So it is almost 2 years to election, and we are still struggling to see whether we will be doing boundary review. So from that boundary review is now will bring the services close to Mwananchi.
Okay.
Because we have, as time goes by, the population grow. So there is need to create more constituency and also bring more awards so that we can bring representation close to the common Mwananchi. So as now we are still battling on boundary review, and I'm hearing it was stopped recently. I think it was yesterday. So we are behind schedule. And then in terms of also preparedness, in terms of the technology, we are still away behind far. As you see also in terms of fair distribution of those keys that are used for registration, they don't reach so many people. And also they don't cater for those people who only go home to vote, then they come. For example, as students, during registration, we are at school. Then during the voting, we now go back to the village. So when we got there, this thing should be made more of online thing.
Okay.
Then you just go physical to maybe take the biometrics. And also in terms of data storage and verification in the political part side, and also the civil society, they are sleeping on their job. They should also doing their own independent audit on the server, because after the registration, now the second thing, the information is stored in the IEBC server. And with the time we have been hearing about the accountability of the server, we have the issue of those people who died they are still in the server, and somebody can still vote them. Then sometimes there's what we call duplicate voters. We find you are in, and then sometimes we find the names are missing in the list, and you register. So in terms of handling the data and storage, and in terms of vetting the data online from the server, there have been issues on that. The process should be accountable and visible to the public, so that people can see what is happening, what is in the server, and they can develop now the interest to vote. And because the security of the vote is what matters, and how it will be stored until the final time when they go to registration. Then now after the registration, the second process is verification. And during verification, there are so many challenges. You find there is a lot of disparity in terms of the information and how it is stored. Yeah.
Nestone, as it stands, are you satisfied by how the voter registration, and he's brought up a lot of very pertinent points there. We have a lot of vulnerabilities like data storage, also have verification. There's a lot of things that we will definitely circle back to, but to just set the scene, you ran for MCA in 2022, and of course that's your world for sure. So as it stands, what do you make of the whole process of electioneering and voter registration in this country?
I mean, I don't know if there's somebody who's afraid of elections. I'm starting to feel like there's somebody who's afraid of elections because by this time, when you're almost to the election in 2022, there were like every newsroom, every station was sponsored
buzzing.
to be able. Was buzzing with voter registration. Chukua kura. But now they are not ideally to that big fact because they know. One, we have about 5.6 million people projected to be able to become new voters in this country. Remember in 2022, there's a big voter apathy.
Yes.
Of about how many people? It was about 68% of the registered voter, which is about like 22 million.
Yeah. And we only added 8 million.
About 14 million thereabout. So this statistic just clearly shows you there was a big voter apathy in 2022. But come 2027, people want to now choose their leaders. Everybody is in the quest of which are these people you are voting in. So in regards to voter registration, these people are afraid. One, I have not seen any news talk about how they've increased their machines to be able, the technology to be able to register these more people. This is probably a historical because if you're projecting about 5.6 million people getting to as new registered voter, then you need to be able to look at how can you be able to accommodate this 5.6 million people.
Right.
One, there needs to be increase in numbers of where people can be able to register as new voters.
Right.
I don't know, Fred might correct me, but I don't know. But we should be having more. Now people don't need to go to the constituency level to be able to take their voters card. I saw from whatever Ethicon had given, I've just seen the ones that were originally there in the constituencies. But can you be able to have more? In 2022, trust me, they were coming in our homes. Like if you're in campus or whatever, they come to you, have you registered the voter? Come get your card, and they're registering you from anywhere. Then what we're talking about is even if I'm here in Nairobi and I'm in UN, I can be able to vote in Ushago, can be able to go there and do whatever that is. And another important thing, data is the most important tool in the world.
Yeah.
How we keep the data, how we collect it is very, very important.
Yeah.
And this data is what will make people now get in quote of, you guys are stealing election, you guys are doing this. I don't know, is it because you don't have a very serious opposition or something? Because the opposition back then was so active in such a way, by the time now we're getting to voter registration, they would ask, what is your budget for marketing voter registration? How are you going to reach the people who are down in the village who don't even know there's a voter registration? In fact, probably not for Power Radio, probably people would not be knowing that we're having voter registration. It is as serious as that you have a country that people don't even know how their elections are happening.
Yeah.
And because this is a very important process, because it gets to interfere directly with our future. And trust me, if things do not go well in regards to this voter registration, we are going to now have a lot of election malpractice. So we have to know, these projected people, have all of them registered? They're projecting about 5.6. So if they register 3 million people, then that's wrong. If you're having a projected population of about 5.6 million people who are going to vote, they need to have about 4.5 million going above.
Yeah.
And I think also what we should go out there. We as young people, we are trying to mobilize. Mobilize young people to take their votes. And working with Fred in regards to IBC and the other youth platforms, we want to be able to encourage every young people to be able to take up that role of registering as a voter.
Right.
Yeah.
You speak about mobilization, and I wonder, in your campaigns, you did mention that you were involved in the election Bila NOMA campaign, right? Talk to us a little bit about voter education, and especially among the young people, right? You know, how well are we doing on that front? Because as you've known, historically in Kenya, voter apathy has been for the youth, but I think the Gen Z protests might have had something to do with awakening young people, you know, to the fact that now this country is theirs and it's theirs for the taking.
In terms of voter education, first, in personnel, we have so many people who are trained to do that. We are so less people who are trained to do that. And also it is so much expensive to train someone to be a voter educator, election observer, or a mediator. So the IBC first, before even it starts its registration or opening the server, they should do more of voter awareness, create awareness to people, tell them about the process, the importance of voting, and the entire process from registration right to the day of voting. It should be create awareness. And also the media should give the people the correct information about, so that we remove that myth that is existing. People are relaxed to take votes because they are not aware. And also they also be told on where to get those places. They should be brought closer to the people. Even they can do door-to-door services so that they register. Even there are those old people who can't access the polling station. And sometimes they see there is so much queue. So they need to do more education. And also they can even do a mock election so that they teach people now to use those BVR kits. Some of them, when they go there, they panic. They have never seen such stuff.
Yeah.
So in terms of voter education, we are far much behind.
Right.
We need to invest first in training people. At least you have one person per ward or 2, 3, so that they can go around doing the voter education. Because now we can find even an entire constitution. A constituency doesn't have a voter educator who does that. And also the civil society should take charge in that. And then even the political party, they also create awareness. They partner with media. They get people. They can even, the way they do public participation, they can do public barasa, talk to people about the importance of doing the registration and how to conduct the entire process. Even the ethics, what to be considered when they are electing the election. Because so many people are so misinformed about who to choose and why they should choose that person.
Yeah. Right. As a youth leader, are you having conversations with the young people about this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are getting to have conversations. I think one of the conversations that we were having, I think yesterday with some young people, we're saying that this time, even the people who are going to be agents, now we are going to be manning the vote of the young people.
Yeah.
Not to man the vote of what politicians should not be stolen their votes.
Yeah.
But for the young people, what we're trying to ensure is that our vote is protected, that we can be able to see our vote counted and nothing being added. And trying to encourage you, we are actually very, very ready for the 29th, getting to start that particular registration. And, Kenyans are very cheeky. They will want to go, by the time we're ending the process, when now everybody is cluttering.
Yeah.
We want to be able to have a very good mobilization. And in this case, you see, Fred has talked about how voter, teaching them how to vote and all that education is a bit expensive. But we have been able to have volunteers who want to do this willingly and educate people who want to see some good leadership, even the old people. Gen Zs are about, even the voter register currently, they're about just 25%.
Yeah.
So the 75% you're speaking about, of course, right, it's going to increase a bit more.
Yep.
But now there are other people like the millennials, the baby boomers, and also the old generation, like 70s and above, who still don't know why should they vote. They've been voting since 1992, big multi-party democracy. But right now, we have to tell them what are the new things that are coming up. And that's why we want IBC to give us more information. They just release press statement. If you're not if you're not very good at technology, you're not going to access that information. So you want them to be able to release this information in a very easy way. Get to tell Power Radio today, have a segment, talk to young people, tell them about this, because young people will listen to radio. Young people will watch television. They are on Twitter. They are on these particular pages. You want to be able to create awareness of that particular process that is happening.
Let's circle back to data. One of the biggest vulnerabilities with our voter registration is the data, right? There's a concern about how it's stored. There's a concern about cybersecurity. I mean, we live in a country where a 26-year-old is bawling after hacking into SportPesa, or I think one of the betting companies, with 11.6 million shillings. So these are very alive vulnerabilities that we have to grapple with. And it's not any better for our voter registration as well. So how do we go about navigating the risks that we have in terms of data protection, right? But secondly, again, it's we are putting a lot of our information there online, and we live in a digital age, and you as well put rightfully so that data is a new gold. So everybody is we are on a data Hunger Games, conversation here. Kenyans are very afraid of giving their public information because they do not know what the government can do, or they know what the government can do with as far as their personal information in terms of privacy and data protection goes. So talk to us a little bit about how do we navigate this when it comes to the discourse around voter registration.
In terms of data, the first problem is the server where the data is stored. You don't have any available information in public or who is in charge of that server, where it was sourced, and why did they choose to source from that place.
So we do not know.
We don't know.
This is information that should be in public domain.
We just know it is stored. It is our information, so you have a right to access it.
Yes.
And make sure where it is stored, it is guarded and it is safe. So in terms of the server, that is where the problem is. The problem is not even the data. We don't know where our data is and who is in charge of that server. And even if we vote, we should do a public audit. So this public audit of the server is supposed to be done by the political parties first.
Yeah. Okay.
Political parties, and also those political party chairs, they should take an audit. Then it should also be in line with the civil society organization. They should also do a thorough audit of the server before we go. We clear out all the errors and the misconceptions that have been in the past. So from there, now I don't think it will be the problem with the data.
Awesome.
Also, what I forgot is also the data need to be cleaned so that we remove the repeated. You find sometimes the names are missing in the facility. Then during transfer of the data from the BVR kit to the server, there should be also some people monitoring the data outside from maybe the civil society, the political party. So that you see, when they are transferring the data, they ensure all the data is fully transferred and it is not tampered while it's being transferred.
Yeah.
And then also in terms of cleaning, there are those people who have passed away already. And I'm very sure they can do the voting. So they make sure the register is now updated to the correct people are supposed to be in the list.
Yeah. Awesome. Let me just do a quick check into our live comments. I can see Catherine Ndegwa. She's joining us. She's saying, loving the discussion today. My question is, do you think the youth will turn up to vote in 2027 as they claim that they will? And then she also asks a question here. What are the requirements of a person to register as a voter, and what's the process? All right. So I think we can start with that one about the youth turning up in 2027. Nestone, you can take that one. And then the requirements of a person to register as a voter. Fred, you can also answer, and what's the process? Yeah.
The youth will definitely turn up. When people thought we couldn't be able to go to parliament, we went there. So they will turn up for sure. And I think the people who are more expectant of this particular date of the 29th are actually the young people.
Yeah.
If you ask any old person, are you registering as a voter? The young people are ready. And in fact, they're even asking me, where can you be able to register as the people who are registering others to be able to vote? They want to be part of that particular process. And what the current youth that we have right now are very informed. They will tell you, oh, these kids are not well. These are not, and you can even see from the guy who hacked the betting company.
Betting company, yeah.
In fact, you should even hire that person as the person who, if this register is not correct, he cleans it on his end. He cleans it for us on his end, and that's what you're going to see. A lot of young people will turn up to vote. Not just to. We are going to start with the registration.
Yeah.
And after registration, we are going to ensure that these young people are going door to door to ensure that everybody has their vote. And after that, they're going to vote in and vote out these bad leaders. Yeah.
All right. What are the requirements? Umeenda pale, umesema leo mimi nataka kuwa registered voter. What do you need?
The first requirement, before even we talk about registration,
yes,
the government should make access of the national ID more easier to youth, so that youth give up. During our time, we used to take even a year to get a simple ID.
Unless you're
you
from
are told
Northeastern.
to go to...
Unless you're from North... And we'll talk about that, trying to sort of engineer the outcome of the...
You go to your Nyumba Kumi.
Yes.
Nyumba Kumi tells you go to the chief, you do the process, and then you are told now you need to go to the DC. So they don't have money to maneuver that.
Yes.
The accessibility of the ID in terms of application should be made easier online. And then the recommendations should be done even online via Citizen. You only go physical to take a photo, and you also take the document to be verified. So the first thing that is mandatory in terms of registration is the ID, and the government should make it more accessible to the youth. Once they get the national ID, now it is easier for them because you only need the ID to do voter registration. And then the process will be done by those who will be appointed to do that.
Yeah.
But it should be 90% should be online.
Right.
In terms of registration. The government should make the registration and accessibility of material required for registration online. You submit your data online. The way they are doing e-procurement, they can also do another e-registration so that you register, then you only go physical to do verification anytime you are free or you are near any polling station.
Right. Let's talk about that with you, Mr. Nestone. It's a joke, but it's really a serious issue here. That to get an ID, unless you're from Northeastern, there are some geopolitics, also, playing into.
If you are not in good time with the chiefs,
exactly,
you will not get the ID. And sometimes we have migrated, and some people went to live in a different place where they were not born, and they grew up there. So sometimes we are treated as outsider. It is our privilege to get ID wherever we are. So there's also a challenge in that in terms of the chief, the village elder. There is sabotage duty when you are getting, and then we are also frustrated so much when you are getting the IDs.
Yeah.
So that should be looked into.
For sure.
And I think you don't even need, and sometimes you need to travel all the way from school. I'm schooling and at Mombasa. I need to go back to the village in Busia to get an ID. That is almost 10,000.
Yeah.
It is so costly for us. I can even do online application, go to any Huduma center. The chief can verify them online and approve I'm the resident of that place because they have that of every person. You don't need to go there. Why do you need to go there? It should be done online. You do verification online. You look for the nearest Huduma center. You take your photo. Then you get your ID in a week or two.
Yeah.
So you see, the government, I sometimes wonder, where some system works so efficient. They so even you see the Kenya Pawa doing the payment is very swift. But if you go to normal things like ID application, it is very slow. Help disbursement is very low. But when it's come where the politicians have shares and they have invested,
it's
the
very
system
efficient.
Very efficient and very fast.
It's a money's game. It's a numbers game.
It is all about interest and the priorities. They prioritize the things that matter to them and where they
can
benefit
eat
from.
Fred, let me make you aware that my chief doesn't even have a smartphone.
Hey.
So if you want him to verify your information online, then you'll be in hot soup. And don't know why we still have chiefs.
Why do we have
getting
chiefs?
to this process?
I don't understand.
Why shouldn't you have young people who can be able to verify?
Right.
What are the Nyumba Kumis for?
I do not
What are the
understand.
Nyumba Kumis for? Because these chiefs are very old. These guys have been. My chief has personally been there since 2000.
When there is a problem, the chief will tell you to go to Duma Center. You go to Duma Center, they told you are supposed to go to the DC. You see, there's a lot of frustration in the process. They don't give you the exact information you need.
Not also aligning their particular process.
And then sometimes they tell you are not this place belongs to a certain tribe.
Yeah.
So they treat you, you come from a different country, so you need to go there and get the ID or get verified if you live in that place.
Those are very
barriers.
Cultures.
Yes,
these are very barbaric culture.
I know, yeah.
In fact, I think I should, before I vie for this MC again or MP, I should actually become the chief.
You should.
I should become the chief.
You would be the youngest chief I know.
Exactly. That's the point. Because what is the chief's mandate?
I don't know.
Is it that they know people a lot, so they know everyone in that community? That's a bit obnoxious. So chiefs were there irrelevant because you had a small population. Right now, with a big population, chiefs' work should be very, very minimal. But coming to
we have Obin and Patanisho. Those are our new chiefs. Yes.
So coming to the voter registration and like
barriers.
You can't get like a vote unless you're from Northeastern. And let me tell you something. We know the people that voted in from Northeast. We know the number of people who are there. In fact, even if you had all the children, you already know the number.
Yes.
Let this be a warning to any IBC official, including Fred here, who works partly for them.
No, I don't work for them.
You don't work for them.
I only train independently. They only certified me.
You're separating yourself.
No. I don't work for IBC.
Include
I'm
yourself.
only recognized by IBC to do that.
I want to send you to Ethicon.
Yes.
Tell him that we know the number of people in Northeast.
Correct.
Let him not try to be able to
manipulate outcomes.
Yes. To over-increase the population in Northeast.
Yes.
We know the number of people.
Right.
What I always tell people, Northeast might be a new Tarakanita.
The landslide. No, we know.
Those are the things we want. We already know the number.
Yeah.
And what you're saying as youths, every single, youths are actually very informed. And as you said, that is one of the most important tools.
Yes.
What we're trying to do is to be able to look at the data that was previously there and reflect it. That with data, it can be able to inform you like of a future. So if a population is like 200,000, if you tell me the population in 5 years is 1 million, then we will question you.
Right.
And this is why the young people, the young advocates, starting to having conversation. The LSK president has to have conversation with people like in a faith. That the moment we get to hear of these things, let's report it to them. Let's have a case. Let's have cases in court about this. So that and you see, we probably, even if it has like its own issues, we have a very nice judicial system that upholds the rights of the people.
Do we?
Yeah, we actually do.
We have many questions about the judicial system, but
we actually,
I digress.
It's not 100%. But if I compare the three arms of government, the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive, I'd probably vouch for judiciary doing a better job than any of them.
Okay, that's fair.
So we want to be able to have these young people get IDs without any issues. And we want more people because now we want to be able to develop a case in court where we are having, why are we getting like a bit of a challenge to get IDs for young people?
Yeah.
In fact, even if it's possible, you might not start on the 29th so that you ensure everybody has an ID.
Could it be intentional though?
Of course.
Tell us why.
Of course, it's intentional.
Why?
Some people don't want young people to vote. Ask the MPs. In fact, ask the MP in the area. People don't want them. People don't want them. So they know the people who don't want them are these young people who didn't know them. like some of these MPs, you're just hearing them for the first time. Most of us young people don't know them. So what are we saying? We are going to select or elect people that we know. So the older generation now, they're not big in population. So as the big population are saying, but we don't know you. We've not seen you in the ground. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Do you leave? I've not seen any motion you're bringing to parliament. You table any bill.
Yeah.
And that's why you should follow this organization. It's called something Usawa something. They're doing a very brilliant job in regards to like keeping every member of parliament accountable. They're giving you a report that this is the number of bills your MP tabled in parliament. That's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So you want to be able, even right now, what you're trying to do is it possible for the young people to be able to register as voters with their, what do you call it, with their serial number, because when you take an identity, the waiting card, it has like a serial number. Are they able to register? Because the people who've currently applied for IDs have not received them. So now on 29th, what happens? What happens? Is it possible for them to be able to register with the ID? And those are the things we want to be able to look at, so that more young people can be able to get into now the voter register.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. You want to jump in?
Maybe my suggestion. ID should be issued at Form 4 level, so that they should come to all high school. So because that is the only easier way to get before, because once they disperse, it is easier for it is hard for them to access the chiefs. So there they come to school. They take a photo of every student, because the school have the data of everyone. They can access the data, or even the birth certificate are there. So you don't need chief to verify that. They come to school, they take ID. For example, when we are in Form 4, they can even handpick those are in Form 1 who have already reached 18. So they do application of their ID, and then the same ID they are delivered to school. So that when you finish school, you are going home, you are already have a fully citizen. And then those who will have not reached 18, which of course are very few, they can also go and apply or at home.
Right. Okay. It's now coming to 20 minutes past the top of the hour 9. I think it's a good place for us to take a quick breather. We are with us in studio is Mr. Fred Mokua and Nestone Joseph. We are in the meats and the bones of our discussion this morning. We are talking about voter registration, some of the vulnerabilities that we have to grapple with as we look at the electioneering period in this country. Let's take a quick breather. When we come back, we continue with our discussion, and I'll also take some feedback from our online viewers this morning. So please send in your questions, and I'm sure that they will be able to tackle in just a moment. But for now, let's take a music break. We'll be right back before you know it.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Sauti yako tu mpenzi yanichanganya bu, sura, shepu na tabia, mpenzi misuli tu yananichanganya tu.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Pawa Radio.
Kusema kweli bado na kuhata, and on the daily bado na kufata. Kosa sio hoja zaidi ya kukupenda, vipi nikatupa ndoto tulizoziota. Uliniwasha nare enzi zetu za kupare, kwa mvinyo na makale, magizani hadi ngware, nikijifanya dakitare wa mabinti wale wenye shepu za hatari, nikapotelea ndani. Ila mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda. Ukimwona mwambie nampenda, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda. Ukimwona na mabua. I can't help but miss you every morning. Vile unapendeza, kama ningeweza jua yepi ya kutarajia, nisingejipata mashakani kwa niliyoyatenda. Ninayempenda ni wewe, hakuna mwingine wa kubadili penzi. Ningependa tuelewane, kiburi kisinikosanishe nawe. Uliniwasha pale na sikushika nare, ukanisema kwa jirani kwamba mimi kisirane, aibu za hadharani, vile penzi hatari. Njoo unipe amani kama hapo zamani. Mwambie nampenda, oh yeah, roho ya mtamani bado nampenda. Ukimwona mwambie nampenda, 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 roho ya mtamani bado nampenda. Ukimwona
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
All right, welcome back. It is 28 minutes past 9. That is Ukimwona by Heart the Bandits playing right here on Power Radio. This is the Power Morning Drive Show with me, and Wanyoike. I'm still here with my guests, Mr. Fred Mokua and Mr. Nestone Joseph. We are talking about voter registration and the electioneering process in Kenya. But let me, before I jump right into the conversation, let me take a couple of your feedback. And Daniel Mugochi is saying, hello, this is an insightful conversation. He's enjoying the conversation all the way from Embu is it Embu County? Yes, Embu County. Embu County right there. Okay. So electioneering now. We are approaching the general elections in Kenya, and come 2027. Do you feel in between September and 2027, is that enough time to create for the voter registration to happen effectively, and also not just voter registration but also ample effective voter education?
In terms of preparing, we're not ready. And even the IBC has not laid out a program, a roadmap to do the same. Also, in terms of infrastructure, I don't think if there is a good... During 2022, we had a problem of infrastructure in terms of technology. So we are still far behind in terms of preparedness. And I don't know in terms of... We had also a problem of funding of the entire process. So I don't know if this time around they'll do proper funding of the process and increase more personnel, because they need to recruit more people to do voter registration, voter education, train people now to use them, and then you compare the same process and the way they are politicking and doing things. I don't think we are still prepared.
Yeah. Nestone?
I agree with Fred. I think we're not yet ready for these particular elections in 2027. Because ideally, I feel like this process should have started in like 2023. By 2024, we already have a team in place. Like I think right now, the new guys, Ethicon and the rest, are trying to just be included in this process, being told what ideally happens, what are the deep things. Because one of these people to be selected like way back, so that we have people already equipped and know like what they're going to do. And they're going to give them a very big test. These by-elections that are happening very soon, we want to be able to see how are they going to conduct these particular by-elections. Because it's going to be a reflection of what is going to happen in 2027. And I also would want to also talk about the defunding of IBC with an increase of population of about 5.6 million people. And then you want to reduce the budget of what they're using. I think that's a bit obnoxious. And you see, this is why you see they want to extend the term limit. And the reason will be, we want to be able to prepare the IBC for a long time. We still don't know what is happening. We've not printed papers in Germany. Those are things that as a country...
It's laughable.
Yeah, exactly. And it pains me as a Kenyan to be able to see such things happening. Election should be something so automatic. Like, should there even be preparedness? The only thing we just need to do is say, okay, we are going to have an election at this time. Because who doesn't know the election is going to be in 27 August? Who doesn't know every time that election should be in 5 years? By now, we should be looking
or
at...
7, if the bill passes.
Exactly. So that's why you see them trying to use tricks of, let's do 7 years so that we'll be able to have like a lot of time to be able to prepare for this election. When we talk about preparedness, I'm like, a bit peculiar. Are they trying to like make the process cumbersome? Because all we need to have is we need to register new voters. We need to have the correct ballot papers. And then the question is, how do we have the right register? Are people registered? This register, should it be online? Should it be physical? Who accesses it? Like those simple questions, and be able to actually realize, whether this preparedness is not as complicated as these people look at it. Yes, simply put a system in place, do this. How do you protect the system? Boom. We are having that particular thing. And then another thing again, these ballot papers, why are we printing them outside the country? Is there... Fred, you are a business
Tenders.
person. You can't take the tender to print for us ballot papers, or probably because you've worked in hand with IBC. Or tell us.
Kenya, we live in a place where we don't trust each other.
But why do we need to get papers from Germany?
It is a problem of trust. If you say I give them a tender, they might be corrupted on the way and manipulate the thing. So the problem is the trust. So that's why they decide to give someone independent outside. So that, but it is
why is the IBC called independent bound? Why is it called independent?
It is not
they
independent.
cannot themselves print the ballot papers because they should be independent. In fact, you should have a section in the IBC where they're only concerned in printing.
What I know, IBC and most of the parastatals that are associated within the government, they are not independent at all.
But is it possible? Because what we do have, we always have these guys called like people who are able to like auditors. Is it possible for us to have auditors who are independent? Can be able to look, because you can't say if there are trust issues, then it means all our court everybody, nobody gets justice. And now why do we have a country if nobody can be able to get justice? Then we do not have a system. You cannot have a system and then you say, oh, we have trust issues. If you don't trust a particular thing, then even this voting should even be banned, because we can't trust each other. How do we know? And so you see, so the loopholes that other leaders like Raila used to be able to get to repeat elections, to get back into government, because they, oh, you stole our vote. If you have like a correct system, people can be able to vote freely, get to be able to see and analyze. In fact, we want that in the system that we're going to create in 2027, every vote that is counted tabulates to whatever we are seeing. It's like we are seeing one vote lifted up and it's counting in the same time. That's probably what we want to be able to see. If there's a technology in the papers that now they're so special, because when you voted in 2022, it's like a paper tick. Hey, you want this person tick. Those are still the issues that you're trying to see. And what I'm also like getting to see, either we will have more ballot papers or very few ballot papers, so that the young people don't vote. And those are things we want to keep IEBC accountable. Whatever it means, if it's the law, if you're going to courts to ensure that IEBC, one, ensure that every single Kenyan voter in the register is the number of printed ballot papers is correctly in tally with this. And you see, that's a very tricky thing, because what they'll try to do is to delay this particular process. The register has fewer people, and then they print more ballot papers, and then they vote other people in who should not be able to be voted in.
Yeah. Wow.
And this IBC thing, the selection panel process itself is more politically inclined, and the key player, you say like the referee is still the player, so it is very hard to believe in terms of the system. It cannot be independent, because those who have selected the entire composition, almost 90%, is more politically motivated.
Wow. Shout out to Catherine Degwa. She has a comment here. She's saying, if IEBC set up mobile registration booths in campuses, matatu stages, and markets, imagine how many more youth would register. She has a valid point.
Yeah, she does. But they're afraid. They're afraid of that.
Yeah.
They're very scared. Because why are they scared? Because they know the moment you're having more young people voting for in an electorate, there's a problem. Because you see, politicians work with numbers. They work with numbers. In fact, by now they've already projected that if we deny like 3 million or 4 million youths to vote, then you can be able to tabulate these 14 million people to vote in this particular wing.
Yes.
So the problem with them is that when the data is not accurate to them, when they cannot be able to predict what will happen in future, they now start panicking. So everything is working with numbers. So if they don't know the number of people who are going to be in the register, they start panicking. Everything now starts to boil up, and now what do we do about these people that we don't know about? And that's what they're trying to do, sort of coerce and make like an electorate be able to what they can be able to control and not something that is just out there.
Yeah. Wow. What lessons can Kenya learn from countries where they have all their ducks in a row in voter registration? I mean, I'm sure as a voter educator yourself, you take a leaf from such case studies, maybe in countries where it's working.
What Kenya can learn from other countries, like the US. There's a time I was in Poland. I was doing my master's.
Okay.
So I only realized...
You're so humble. Acha niwaambie. Mimi nikienda Poland kufanya masters, guy. You just said it like you're talking about the weather, yeah?
And then Bart wants to buy registrations left, right, center.
Correct. I realized during the election day, they were doing election. Because
during
election
the
day,
actual time,
in the morning around 10,
where?
Because my roommate was saying he was a Polish guy.
Yeah.
He was saying, you know, there if you don't vote, you are penalized.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a must.
And even it is a must you vote. He was worried the polling station will be closed or you won't vote online before the polling station. You are
Interesting.
penalized heavily if you don't vote.
Interesting.
And then during campaign, I didn't even see any lorry moving outside or a van. I didn't even see the poster.
Lorry
There was
and reflector jackets.
I didn't even see any campaign material. I
Wow.
wondered
You wanted
even.
to show them how to do the election.
Sindio? Karibu
I was
wafunze.
wondering.
Yeah. They are quite polished, if pun intended.
Oh, okay.
They are quite polished.
Didn't even see even the MP somewhere or the people,
Congress
the mayor, the Congress people moving around asking for
I
vote.
should
was
move to
wondering,
Poland.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we should move.
Yeah.
In terms of first, making campaign cheaper. Yeah, some things need to be banned. You don't need to create poster. For what purpose?
Sasa mwesha pa.
Sasa ndio.
Utatafikia watu
Utafikia
aje.
watu waje.
Huku tuko na digital divide, you know, not everybody has.
It should be made flat.
Yeah.
Kama si tunaenda, either you have money, you don't have money. Campaign should be made more cheaper. That is the mandate of IBC, to make sure even in terms of the money that is the aspirant put for campaign, it should be a flat, something flat rate, so that every candidate should give its budget what they are preparing, and it should be audited the way they pay. Because when we go there, they give us a smaller budget, but what they do on the ground is too much for us who have genuine intention to help people.
Yeah.
So the people will end up voting for those people who give money.
Yeah.
So the first thing the government should make a campaign more cheap and for people, and build structure that will help young people in terms of incentive. Even registering in a political party when you want a party ticket, it's too much expensive.
Yeah.
It is too much expensive for that, and even the competition should be made more competitive and fair for everyone to be there. Like, because most of the people who are given party tickets are the people who are relatives, friends of friends of friends of who, and so then the next thing, IBC should strengthen in terms of digitization of the process.
Yeah.
The process should make entirely online. You don't need to go and queue. Because I don't think we are still in Mlolongo. Before, if you go to polling station to queue to vote, we are still in Mlolongo system.
And then how will we discover Githeri, man?
No. It should be.
How will we discover Githeri,
The thing
man?
should be upgraded.
I was hoping to be the next Githeri woman.
No. Like you might find on the election day, maybe I'm in Mombasa. I may not be able, or for whatever reason I am outside the country. I should not be given the privilege to vote even online, verify online, and do that process online. In terms of digitization, that is where they need to invest more infrastructure in that. Then voter education, that now should be a continuous process.
Yeah.
Then in terms of vote registration, this process should not be closed. It should be done even the polling station during the voting day. You go register. There is a booth where you register, you finish, and then you go direct to vote. You don't need to. The process should be continuous. The entire period should not be closed. And then the third thing is in terms of that accountability. So it should be a collective responsibility in terms of the government, the civil society, the political party, the people. They should develop a trust and accountability to every people do the process, and the process is a bit fair.
Yeah.
Because most of the people lose hope because they are saying that, say, even if you vote, if you don't vote, you know the winner.
Yeah.
So that people also motivate people not to vote. Why should I vote?
Yeah, because the outcome is known.
They will just win. So, and what I also urge people is to educate. It should not be a government thing. Even the people, us, we should also mentor. For us, we got our privilege to vote in 2022. So we should go tell other people how important it is, the importance of voting, how their vote carry weight in the ballot, and the changes it can. You know, a vote is it should make a vote a very powerful tool that one should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, for it to bring changes to the society.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, you should invest in that.
Yeah.
And then in terms the security of the vote, from where it was registered to voting day to counting out where it is taken to the total tally of the, it should be there's a way it should be tracked so that we know where you, when you register, where you voted, and how it counted to the final results.
Yeah.
So they should be the vote should be counted. That's what's matter in the other process regarding the vote. Regardless of whether you vote online, you vote physical, or whichever means available.
Yeah.
That should be made more guarded.
Right.
That is the only thing that needs to be guarded.
Yeah. Nestone, as you've heard Fred saying there, that in Poland, you know, politicians are not the mini celebrities that we make them in this.
No, if you are fine there, even putting a poster on the street,
you are gonna be arrested.
Totally arrested, disqualified completely
Dreamy.
from vibing any other seats.
How far away from this reality? And you can speak to us as a politician, as a person who vied.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should also appreciate the fact that Kenya probably has the best system or elections in East Africa. I mean, let's start from there.
Oh, the bar is low.
I feel like what other countries are doing is investment. They're investing in their servers. They don't want to use money.
Yeah.
They don't want to use money because one, you know, if you had invested
I can
in a
cut
system,
you short. I can for just 30 seconds.
Yeah. You want to interject?
He said the truth.
He has said the truth.
Kenya has the best system in the world. The best system. The problem is working.
Okay.
Making them work.
Making them work.
Problem.
Got it.
Best system.
Best constitution, but no implementation.
If you
Same
dig
script.
deep, if you dig deep, NHIF one of the best health system in the world.
Yeah, but
And
now we are
in fact
in
even better than the
Shashi
US one. One of the best NHIF. Why don't we eat in this health system? I'm a bring sham.
So
You see, it's just a discussion. So
yeah.
this guys,
Yes, we
other
shall.
countries, what they've done is, for example, the things we had in 2002. Do you know right now you can't be able to retrieve data from 2002 elections?
Oh.
Are you aware in this country? But in probably Poland, you can be able to even bring data as early as in the 1980s.
Oh, wow.
The system still exists. That the server is big.
It's happening.
Even sometimes the actual voting might be next week.
Yeah.
But the people will start voting a week before.
Exactly. That's what happens in the US. So
and once you vote, it immediately reflects.
Okay, so there's no...
So the data you have is of data since 1980s. So it means if somebody was to steal the election, we don't have... If somebody was to steal election, you don't have to go and say, hey, who is that who's still in election?
Yeah.
Whatever we have to do, just have to look at the data. These people were 100 million. Why is there 101 million people voting?
Correct.
That's the only thing they need to look at. So what happens in Kenya? Everybody wants to eat every time we get into election. So we must, let's invest in a new system.
Yes.
What happens with a new system? You don't
Tenders,
just like,
machines.
Everybody wants to look for loopholes in the new system.
To it.
But when there's a system in place, do you know even the budget they've given would have been used less of that money to that we don't have great servers that can be able to sustain us in the next 20 years. If you can be able to create a server right now that will sustain you for the next 5 elections, you don't need money to renew every time. The only thing you need money for is just to register new people and add them to the system.
Correct.
I think that's what we're struggling as a country with, because every single person, I don't know if probably in the future, I'm praying to God that the politician I become is a person who puts the people's interest before his interest.
You've said that on record. We will hold you accountable. Yes.
I think sometimes I think it's the devil. That's
Let's
impacting
not
these
blame the
people.
devil.
But of course, even the devil we are now getting too much into him.
Sindio.
He's not. He should not be told these cases of Kenya. Kenya. I think some politicians are the devil themselves. The devil looks at them like, hey, you can do that. Hey,
that's on you, guys. That's on you.
Because what they're trying to do, or what they always do every time is, there's an election.
Yeah.
Every single question in every system, is it SHA? Is it an NGF changing? Is it election? They're trying to ask themselves, how can I eat from this? How can I eat from this? You don't have to. You're eating your own.
Yes.
You're eating your own. You see, it's like the way they say the animals, sometimes animals eat their own children. We are not animals. We can't eat from our own. We can't eat from our own. How can you be able to have system such that every time we are doing, for example, something like election, everything is open. We are like, we have a server, we have the previous data.
Yeah.
Why should we do this?
Yeah.
We're having currently, like in the registration, we're having 4 forms. We're having 4 forms. 31, we're having the new registration people. Form B is what? Form B is if you want to change something. Form C is what? Why are we? And you're going to fill 4 forms, depending on what your issue is. Why? If I'm already a voter in the system, all I need to do, like the way they've tried to do this, to verify if you are a voter. You've seen that process that they were telling us to go online.
Yeah.
Why should I say I want to change my details? It's like a portal. You're just going there and saying, I want to change my so that this process ideally only becomes for new people who want to register. If I want to change my details, just a click of a button.
Right.
I want to move from Kimilili, I want to go to Bungoma.
That's
But then
simple. Yeah.
trying to make this process a bit critical, cumbersome, you should go here, you should fill this form. It's just wasting money. And it doesn't make sense at all. To whom does it benefit us if you're using more money? It just derails. In fact, I don't know, probably we've taken a debt to do these elections in 2027.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's you're laughing, but it might be the case,
Don't worry, I will very soon. Probably if Fred will allow him to become my deputy, or probably even you, Anne. I will become the president of this country.
I can only be your communications officer. Wacha niuze sera
I will
mapema.
become the president of this country.
Oh, yeah.
The CS,
Just
transport and communication.
Alafu nichome.
Become the president of this country. Because
Yes.
do you know what is happening even now?
Yeah.
People are not letting their children stay in Kenya. They're taking them to other parts of
Outside,
the world
yeah.
where they know their future is guaranteed.
That's true.
Kenya's
And it's sad.
future, at this point, we are at negative 100%. Like, we don't even know if tomorrow we wake up and don't have a country. We don't know.
Yeah. And speaking of, maybe this is just, let me put you guys on the spot. So there has been a lot of conversation about, post-election violence come 2027, if at all it goes the way most of us do not want it to go. Do you think that we have any reason to fear drawing back to 2007?
Let me get that before we get into it.
Yeah.
That the thing is, there's not going to be post-election violence unless somebody has an interest in post-election violence. The young people don't have any interest. They don't have any interest in like, we just want the right thing.
Yeah.
Unless there's someone who has an interest in political violence happening in this country, there's no, if they follow everything as per the guidelines, there's not going to be any. These young people, in 2007, there are very many interests. Somebody wanted to become this, wanted to become this.
Yeah.
Right now, the biggest electorate is the young people. We don't have an interest of who becomes president.
We don't care. We just want systems to work.
Select is the person who will become the president. The person we say, because right now, if for example, in 2027, somebody rises up and says maybe Kagame is vying as a presidential aspirant, and he wins. We don't want them to say that it's now Ruto who's won. Other the things that create violence, that you have created a channel for young people to vote.
Yeah.
You've created a channel for everybody to follow the system, and then you don't want to follow the system. What we want to just tell them, like, everything is peaceful. You know that now we are peaceful. So why should you vote, and then now we start fighting, and they were the ones who voted. There's no sense in that, and there's not going to be any political violence unless these few politicians, excluding myself in this case, want to be able to bring some shenanigans in this, but nobody wants any violence in 2027. Yes.
Mr. Fred.
In 2007, we were in politics of tribalism.
Identity politics,
regional supremacy. So that time, the electorate were not in the picture. It was all about those
individuals,
the electorate, the executive. The war was executive, and the casualties were the people who support them. And now, the electorate are together, and the enemy is one, and they want to bring changes. So I don't think if there's no miracle that will happen.
Wait, Fred, who is the enemy? Who is the enemy?
Who is the enemy?
The enemy is good governance.
It's bad governance.
Bad governance. So it is anyone who is against good governance is the enemy of the people now.
Yeah.
And the people want change. I don't know. I don't think if they'll fight for change. Yeah, I don't think.
All right.
Now, maybe the war that will be there
Yeah.
is someone who's to try to be against the change.
Yeah.
Or use the back door to. That is the only person I think who will be in violence spot, not the people. Yeah.
So mmesema siri ni numbers. #tuko wengi. Siri ni numbers, ndio?
If there was to be any war, and I rebuke any war.
Yes.
But if there was to be any war, Gen Z would win before it starts. That they would win before it starts. So let them get prepared. The young people are very united. Do you know? I've worked with Fred in some couple of things.
Yeah.
But I don't even know which tribe he comes from.
That's so beautiful.
It's very peculiar.
I love
I've actually thought about it now.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the 7th election. I'm like, hey,
we've
Fred,
never even talked about this. This is good.
From?
Yeah.
And that's our identity. That for us, we don't care. We are just people who have a common goal of we want change. We want a good environment to do business.
Yeah.
We want elections to be done well. And we want change in this country. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, misters, we are coming to the end of our show today. So as we conclude, parting shot, what would your clarion call for mostly young, the Kenyan youth as pertains to them taking back their power, which, their vote is their power for sure. Yeah, what would your clarion call be? And also to the IEBC, where do we go from here? How do we move from dystopian electioneering processes to, I guess, more utopian? I think I'm an idealist sometimes, but I like to be dealt a little hope.
So my parting shot is that youth should first make sure they have an identity card. If they don't. For those who have, they should make sure they go and register as a voters, the youth. Once they have the vote, now they can sit back and relax and watch how the politicians are doing and make informed decisions. They make sure they vote. To the IBC, they should make the entire process smooth and accountable and more cheaper for everyone to do that. And they should create, the problem you have with the IBC is creating confidence in people. They should walk the talk, create confidence in people.
Yeah. Awesome. Mr. Nestone.
I want to tell the young people out there, you are very many. We have the ability to change this country.
Yeah.
And Barack Obama, when he was vying, he was talking about how we should not say that our vote doesn't matter. Our vote means change, changing this country to a better place. We have the ability, we have the numbers to be able to change the leaders we have in this country, to be able to change or to be able to even see the change you want to do. To the IBC, and probably even in large extent to the government, ensure that every single Kenyan has an opportunity to register as a voter. All those Kenyans who've just turned 18, everybody should give them an opportunity. We know you have other interests to be able to get to have this election going your way, but give every Kenyan an opportunity that probably also given to be able to vote your leaders in during your time. Let these young people have their say. You might have your interest, but let these young people have their say. And to all Kenyans, let's ensure we register as voters. If there's an issue, if you want to change, ensure we are doing it now, so that by the time we get to 2027, we shape the country's way.
Awesome. And that is a very good place to end our discussion. Mr. Fred Mokua, Mr. Nestone Joseph, thank you so much for the privilege of your time. This has been quite insightful, but it's also stressful because now you have to go back and think about, my goodness, where do we even begin? Where do we begin? But it's incredible work that you guys are doing. All the best in your political endeavors, Mr. Nestone. Tafadhali ukimake it tusitusahau. Fred, umesema wewe ni technocrat. You don't want to do these things.
Funding
The big boys.
campaigns,
Oh,
yes.
fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. Tukuombe, sindio? Awesome. Asanteni sana. It's been a privilege to host you guys. And let's keep this conversation going, man. It's not, one conversation really cannot do enough. We have to continuously sustain this conversation. So asanteni sana. Yeah. All right. And that has been our time with Mr. Fred and Mr. Nestone this morning. We have been looking at the crossroads that we are currently in as Kenyans as pertains to voter registration. Some sentiments there that we have to keep going back and to reflect upon how do we go and make this conversation work for the good of our people. But meskia, as they've said, siri ni numbers, tuko wengi. It's not just a hashtag. We can make it work for us. And ladies and gentlemen, sina la ziada as to more to me. I just want to thank you so much, each and every person that was able to tune in this morning. Asanteni sana. Catherine Degwa, I see you. Shout out to you. Mr. Mugochi, I see you as well. Ngetich, I also see you. Asante sana for making the time to spend your morning with us here. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm so excited about about what we can do together. So asanteni sana. But before I let you go, let me put you on what to expect. From 11 a.m., Miss Caroline Murote comes in with Shivasations. It's an all-women issues show, so please make your way there from 11 all the way till 1 p.m. She'll be having a hot conversation as well for you. And then later on, our dynamic duo, Mr. Elijah Mose, alongside DJ CJ Kenya, come in with Gift of Gab from 4 p.m. all the way till 6 p.m. with everything you need to know about what's happening in the hip-hop scene in Kenya. But for me, sina la ziada. I will see you on Friday. We are going to be having a conversation with Bay the Poet, and we are going to be talking about Get a Job. It's a poetry experience that looks at the Kenyan youth in as pertains to issues of unemployment, underemployment, and what Sirkal's idea narratives have to do with that as well. But I also have to put you on something that we are doing. So Drunken Lectures have come together with Pawa Radio, and we are going to be live at the exhibition dubbed Uchungu na Uhuru. It's happening this Saturday, the 13th of September, from 2 p.m. all the way till 9 p.m. It's an exhibition to just basically document Kenya's history of democracy. It's going to be a lot of exciting performances as well, a lot of conversations as well happening there at the Nairobi Street Kitchen. The tickets are going at 1,000, so please make your way to the Nairobi Street Kitchen as well. So we are going to be having some lectures from Ngatia Kithangana. We also have Honorable Willie Mutunga as well, Peter Kitavi, and again an exhibition by Power 254 as well. Some entertainment people. We also have people like Kibunja, of course, you know him, and Njoki Karu is going to be there as well. So please make your way to the Nairobi Street Kitchen this Saturday from 2 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. as we engage in Uchungu na Uhuru, which is a raw, artistic, and unfiltered journey through Kenya's painful past and its victory or the search of thereof. And of course, Power Radio is the official media partner. So please come through as we engage in live on location discussions in as far as our democracy and documentation in Kenya's history is concerned. All right, Mimi, I will put the full stop there. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you on Friday, same time, same place. God bless. See you then. But bye for now.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
When I go black, your flower, no, I'll let you bloom to the waters of my fantasy. Let your soul feel this harmony. Push it closer, call it to zoom. Let me ignite every part of you. Spell it out, mama, tell me what you're feeling. Let my actions be what you're thinking.
Cause it tastes like sugar and spice and everything nice. Close your eyes, I'll make you realize you're winning in life, yeah. You're winning in life. You taste like sugar and spice and everything nice. Close your eyes, I'll make you realize you're winning in life, yeah. You're winning in life.
Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a Superman. Chochote utataka nitakupa man. You're my girl.
Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a supergirl. Chochote unataka nitakupa, nitakupa. You're my man. I wanna climb to the top of the mountain, let you cruise on this endless sea. Open up the windows to your soul. I want you to see what you do to me. Watch my spirit melt into your arms. Freeze this time so we'll never be apart, baby. I know you're comfortable under my skin, so don't let go. Pull me close, let the energy flow from my head to my toes. Like this split, let's get lit. Wake back up, then we do it again, baby.
Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a Superman. Chochote utataka nitakupa man. You're my girl.
Call me a number one, baby, you can call me a supergirl. Chochote unataka nitakupa, nitakupa. You're my man.
Somebody call for my girl, call for my cure, call for my lover. Cause when the sunlight's at west side, you're always gonna be my number one.
Somebody call for my man, call for me cure, call for my lover. Cause when the sunlight is at west side, you're always gonna be my number one. Tell me how you want it, daddy. Tell me how you want it, poppy. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.
Tell me how you want it, mommy. Tell me how you want it, mommy. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.
Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me how you want it, baby. Tell me what you want, I'ma make you happy. I'll make you happy, I'ma make you happy.